Hello everyone, and welcome to another Thursday night group flight. How's everyone doing tonight? Did anyone have any luck over the Super Bowl? Win any bets? Make any friends? Anything? Anything interesting? Or, at least if you're like me, did you enjoy some fantastic homemade pizza and wings at least? 'Cause I am an excellent cook, I must say. I'm going to pat myself on the back for that. Those recipes, those are fantastic for a first time. Well, now that the Super Bowl is over, the airspace is cleared up quite a bit for us to enjoy some VFR flying. We are in Boulder City, which we'll be departing, and if you've never been here, I actually recommend checking out a little restaurant called the Coffee Cup. It has a fantastic breakfast before you head out and to go do whatever you're doing, such as what we're doing today is we're going to head up over to Hoover Dam and head on up to Lake Mead, follow that up to the northeast there, and we'll be going, our final destination will be St. George, and I hope that it's going to be a very scenic flight. As you can see, we are in our favorite Cessna 152 by JPLogistics and WBSim, and we are back in the tricycle landing gear, so hopefully no more nose-overs in the tail dragger. So should cut down on some of our ground loops and other various interesting things on the ground here. While we get started, if you guys are enjoying this content, please like, comment, and subscribe below. There's also some links in the description if you feel the urge to support the channel and everything it has to offer. And if you're interested in the Pimax, check that out. They did send me the new headband there, the comfort strap, and if you have any interest in getting that or getting the headset, I can let you know how to get that for free with your headset order. Currently we have, we got a couple extra people in here. We've got Archetype, Bloggins. I'm not sure who that is. It kind of like truncates the names in Discord when I'm streaming. Myself, of course, and then Ron. These guys are waiting for me to get started here, so let's go ahead and jump back to the cockpit, get with them. We are on live weather and live time today, so since we're a little farther west than our usual our destination is the wrong word, our usual location, then we don't have to roll any time back today. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Have any tech questions, definitely let us know. We can get you sorted out. One thing we will look at real quick before we do get started is, hopefully you can see this right here. It looks like you can. We're going to be following the airspace restrictions out of here, so simulate a little bit more realism tonight. So we are at Boulder City here. Winds are variable at 4 knots, so we're going to be departing on runway 9, heading to the east. And we want to follow these altitude restrictions here. So this section is between 7,000 and 10,000 feet, 6,500 to 10,000, and 8,000 to 10,000. So we're going to want to initially stay less than 6,500 feet. So we'll probably look at, since we're going to be at the lake over here, the altitude is a little less than 2,000 feet. Probably keep it up around 3,500 or so. And then we're going to be looking for this Indian Pass to see if we can't find our way through there. Keep us low instead of having to climb over the mountains. But it looks like we kind of got this range right here, and it drops down to almost nothing, and then it picks back up. So that should be a pretty good landmark to show us where we're at. And then, of course, we're going to head on up to the lake here, check out the water levels. Hoover Dam is on our way, which, like I said, we are going to be checking out. And I think we're actually going to try to do a touch and go. Someone told me that you can, in fact, actually land on that thing. We'll navigraph over. We'll look at the entire flight plan real quick. Nothing too crazy here, but we can go up to Hoover Dam like we were just showing, and then probably just follow along here. Head on over to U30, which is Temple Bar. Back north up the lake, and continue on up until we get to St. George. So St. George doesn't have any altitude restrictions, neither does any of the other airports. So once we get out of the major airspace here, we should be good to go. I'm going to drag that back over and get back in here with everybody, and let's get rolling. Okay, I'm back. Is everybody clear on what we're doing here initially with the altitude restrictions?
Not a clue, but looks like we have to stay under 6,500 or something.
Yep, so we have the altitude restrictions inside the airspace there, and I kind of highlighted them so you can see what I'm talking about. So we're going to probably just target 3,500 initially. And once we get over Hoover Dam and we're looking for that Indian Pass, we can start climbing out some. So keep it well below the bottom of that upside down birthday cake, and it should be pretty safe. I've got myself loaded up with 16 gallons of fuel, just a little bit over to account for idle on the ground here. And of course, myself, the aircraft topped off with oil and engine health is checked. So let's go ahead and get the battery on. Get this girl started up. So did check it to make sure it was running earlier. So go ahead and crack the throttle. She'll start for us. There she goes. All right, looking for 1,000 RPM. And let's go ahead, get some of these lights on so we don't have to worry about them later. It's nice and bright out, so it's not a huge deal. Last 10. Run a lean for the ground. There you go. Starting to drop right there. Let's bring the RPMs back up to 1,000. Make sure we don't foul those plugs up. And let's get this flight plan in. So, we're at Boulder City, like I mentioned. And, oh, I need to scroll up so I can get all my flight plan details here. Give me 1 second. I typed too much in our Discord here. Alright, so our destination is going to be KSGU, Kilo Sierra Golf Uniform. And we got a waypoint of Uniform 30, 0 Lima 9er, Echo Bay. Uniform at 08, which is Perkins, and 67 Lima. Scroll back down, 67 Lima, Skeet. And then that should complete that flight plan. Nothing too crazy. We will be doing touch and goes throughout this flight. And the nice thing about the PMS 50 GTN 750 is it does show the airspace right here, although it does not list the restrictions. Don't think there's an option for it, but there could potentially be. But we're basically just going to depart runway 9, head up to Hoover Dam, which is about right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab the weather again. So the ATIS has us at winds. Oh, the winds have changed. Okay, so we got winds at 80 at 7 knots, which is perfect since we're going to be departing on runway 9. 10 miles visibility, it's clear, 18 degrees Celsius. With a dew point of 0. Altimeter's 3004. So let's go ahead and dial that in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And let's go ahead and dial it in down here. A little too far. And arm that. And we're going to be looking for, since we are in a controlled airspace here, we're going to, like I said, stay at 3,500 feet and probably fly with autopilot just to keep us safe here. And of course, we are going to be heading the northeast there, so let's go ahead and dial our heading bug in to that direction, and we can do a left turn to head straight to Hoover Dam, and that should keep us safe out of that space restriction there. So we'll go into heading mode, and then we'll go into altitude climb to up to 3,500. Should keep us nice and safe. All right, let's go ahead and do one more cockpit check. So fuel is on. Lights, pitot heat, all that's good. Trim. Set to take off. Check the breakers one final time. And check our OBS versus, I'm sorry, not the OBS, but the CDI versus the compass here. So it's showing us pretty much south, so let's go ahead and correct that just a touch. And I accidentally changed that just a touch. Okay. Anybody have any questions about what we're doing?
Nope.
We're good.
We're going to start track IR. I thought I did, but apparently I didn't. Uh-oh. There we go. Alrighty. So, runway 9. We are parked over at the FBO. Runway 9 is going to be off to our right. Taxiways are pretty limited looking at the chart here, so really just have one taxiway we can take, which is Delta. So we're going to take a right, head over to Delta, cross runway 15, and then taxi to the run-up zone right there at the end of 9. Parking brake off. Brake check. And let me know if you guys are not ready to go.
Good.
Hearing nothing, I'm assuming everybody's good.
All set.
Perfect. This thing gets up and goes. Alright, what's this guy doing? Get out of the way. We got somebody down there at the end. Who's that? It's Ron. Okay. Ron's leading the pack.
I'm having trouble with my throttle again.
Oh no. What's it doing now?
My throttle is all the way off, but I'm still getting almost 1,000 RPMs on the engine.
Oh.
So I may not be able to stop. I may just take off and wait for you guys.
That's alright. You're just gonna have to cut your engine at the top, at the threshold and just glide her in next time.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
We can
right now. I've
we
been
can-
ready for an hour and my HOTAS just stopped talking to the sim. So
Oh.
I've got to reboot everything.
Can you unplug it and replug it back in? That might fix it for you.
Yeah, maybe.
Everybody's just wanting to drive down the taxiways. We're going to avoid vans and trucks and everything right now.
Sounds like me. Yeah. Yeah, I think I got turned down the vehicle population on the airports.
Yeah. Alright, I'm not seeing anything on approach or on the runway, so we're going to go ahead and cross. Ooh, just make sure we can drive it straight. Not run off the runway or taxiway. Wind's at our back right now, which is perfect. Means we'll have a nice headwind when we get to the runway. Alright, we'll pull off to the right here, right up behind Ron, and we'll do our run up there. Go ahead and go idle since we are kind of going downhill here. Get some speed really quick. Brake check. How's everybody doing tonight in the chat there? Anybody have any luck with the Super Bowl? Alright, I'll pull off to the right here. And let's go full mixture. And we're going to point the nose into the wind. Just pretty much straight down the runway. Alright, let's go 1800 RPM. Go left mag. At 100, 125, back to both. And right mag. Got about the same. Back to both. Repeat. Got the same, and we're good. Beautiful. I'm actually going to lean it out just a touch since we are at, what, 2,100, a little over 2,100 feet. And we are good to go. Whoever's in front, you feel free to take off. Liner plane. Whoa, hello. Someone's coming in hot. Who was that? Ferrari kid.
I'm sorry, that was me. My bad.
You're alright.
I'm trying to get lined up. Sorry.
You're fine. Your name is fitting to your actions just now, though, so it's kind of amusing for me.
Yeah, my bad.
Don't worry about it. Alright, clear left, except for whoever was departing. I think it was Ron. And
Yep, I'm in the air.
Alrighty.
On a turnaround.
Let's get rolling here. Alright. Temps are in the green, pressure's in the green. Full power. Engine is stable. 55 knots, let's rotate. And we are up. Really feel that headwind right now. Popped me right off the runway. Oh, it feels good to be back in the air. I haven't been able to fly. Almost feels like a week and a half. I guess since our last Thursday flight was the last time I really sat down and flew. So we're looking for 3,500, which is going to sneak up on us pretty quick here because that's not very high for us. Looking for about a 500-foot elevation above ground level here, and then we'll bring the flaps up and power back just a touch. I actually got to visit this airport and was going to go flying with a buddy of mine about a year and a half ago, but unfortunately he didn't have time to do his check to get back up to date on his license, so he didn't actually get to do it. But there's 500 feet above ground level. Pull the power back just a touch, and flaps can come up. Go ahead and do our left turn. Start heading to the Hoover Dam here, so we can configure our autopilot real quick once we get straightened out. Oh, overshot just a touch there. Mountains around here are pretty cool. There is 2800, looking for 3500, so we're getting kind of close. We are leveled off for the most part. Let's go autopilot, go into heading mode, and arm that altitude for 3,500 feet. Keep climbing up about 500 feet per minute. And guys, I don't remember who it was, but somebody mentioned we can do touch and goes on bridge over to Hoover Dam, so we're going to check it out, and we may end up doing that. Seems like it might be a little fun.
Heck yeah.
Was that you, Archetype?
Yeah.
Hey, Archetype, can I get off the phone with you on the call?
Yes.
Alright, let me end that call on my watch.
Oh, did you say that was your boy?
Yeah, that's my number 2 son. Thought I'd invite him over to fly
No
with
problem.
us tonight. He just got a new Xbox, so I'm trying to get him more involved in the flying thing.
Awesome. How awkward was it to say Archetype to your dad?
Different.
You know, I noticed he had a little bit of a hesitation to that. He was like, Archetype? Oh, there's the bridge we're looking for. Didn't take us too long to get here. Catching quite a bit of updraft, maybe? Oh, if you ever drive to Hoover Dam, follow the 5 mile per hour speed restrictions. They will yell at you. Don't ask me how I know. Alright, so let's see here. Let's do a touch and go from east to west out to Lake Mead on the bridge here, just to have a little bit of fun. Oh, you know what?
Oh my.
We could probably fly under it, straight under it, do a right turn, do a touch and go, and then we'll depart over Lake Mead. That sounds like it'd be kind of interesting. So I'm actually get down in this valley here a little bit, pull some power back. I know we burned all that gas to get up to 3,500, but we got here a lot faster than I expected us to. This is actually modeled really well.
It is.
I
This
think
was
I
one of
just...
the world updates, wasn't it?
I think so. That Ferrari kid's gonna be our guinea pig. He just flew over in front of me.
Yeah.
If he goes tumbling, we know to turn away.
I'm already there. I'm under it.
Oh, dang! I didn't even see Ron up there. There he goes. I may not be able to see him.
Ron.
Yep, there you go.
Right.
Rich?
Yep. Under and then pull up before you hit the dam.
Archetype, you might need to turn up your microphone a little.
Sorry.
That's interesting. It's got that little spinning icon over here. I don't know how to get rid of those yet. I haven't tried, but this is cool. They've even got the transmission towers. I would not fly here in real life by any means, because there's transmission cables going everywhere. You know, they're all over the place down here.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, let's get out of here before we snag one of those bad boys. And right over there is where the kind folks decided to yell at me. It's a Volanta thing. That's what I thought, because I had another scenery that was through Volanta, and that's the first time I'd ever noticed it. So when I was here, the lake was still pretty low. From what I heard, it's actually come up quite a bit. Thanks, Josh, for that confirmation. Appreciate that.
I'm surprised they don't have speed cameras there. Just
I was going like
give you a ticket in
7,
the mail.
and he
Yeah.
yelled at me. It was kind of amusing. We laughed it off, but these guys are sitting out there. It was 115 degrees outside, so he's probably just annoyed, pissed off. All right, here we got the road and walking across. You can actually walk across the bridge, but walking across the dam is also a really cool experience. Ooh, there's some transmission lines there. The service
Am
is
I
just
too
basic.
far ahead?
Oh, you're fine.
we turned around and we're doing a touch and go on this bridge.
Oh, I'm following this guy up here.
Oh, that's fine. You're fine. We'll catch up.
Pulling a
I'll
bit of flaps
turn
here.
around and
Oh,
follow
somebody.
Havoc.
Ah! Yeah,
Oh, no.
I'm pulling up. I
Oh,
saw
no,
that. It's like
where's Roy?
invisible wall.
Was that an invisible wall that got him?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I wasn't gonna risk it.
Oh, I'm risking it for the biscuit. Let's go. I'm going to do it much earlier than he did, though.
I did too.
I didn't do the touch and go on the bridge.
All right, we're on the ground. Let's get back in the air before we hit that invisible wall. And just for fun, let's dive off the side here. See ya. That was cool.
This is a gorgeous area.
Yeah, it is. All right, let's get that power back in. Flaps are up. Ken says, that looks scary. Ah, Ken, you know us. More challenging, the better.
No.
What's your speed here? Because it's kind of disorienting with these mountains. And see if we can get some eyes on everyone else doing their touch and goes here. Someone's flying off the side there. I don't know what happened to them. Oh, or they just flew under one of the two.
No, I flew under.
Oh, okay. So you can, in fact,
Yeah,
do a
no,
touch and go on it. It does work.
Well, yeah, I did the touch and go, pulled up because I saw what's his name crash right at the end there, and then just did a right turn and went down and around.
All right, is there anyone
Power
else?
lines, yeah, there's quite a few power lines.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Here goes Ferrari. Make sure I don't smack into something. You want us doing a touch and go there, Ron? Are you doing one?
No, I missed it.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to climb over these mountains. I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, I'm heading pretty much to the north over Lake Mead here, and I figure we'll follow Lake Mead up. And let's do a quick altitude check here. 2,200 feet. So we're well under the restrictions.
Oh my. Oh no.
The dam and water looks good. Yes, it does. I was actually surprised. I forgot they had actually done the update. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our autopilot back on since we are in restricted airspace here and we're not goofing off anymore. And we'll dial our heading bug in pretty much in line with what we're doing right here. We can just touch more power here, 2,400 RPM or so. And we're going to climb up to 3,500, so we're 2,500 right now. Autopilot, big mode, altitude arm, and climb at 400 feet per minute.
Archetype go.
I spawned in at the next touch and go location, uniform 30. I'll meet you guys at the next waypoint.
So we're going up to Kayville Bay Marina, essentially, and kind of cut back down to the first airport there. Catch you later. All right. Well, tell CC happy birthday, Ken. I appreciate you joining for the short time you did. And let's see here. No, they don't. I assume they don't model the water levels in the sim in places like this. I don't really know how they do that, to be perfectly honest. But it would be
I've
pretty
noticed
cool.
They model snow when snow moves through an area.
Yeah.
Like it'll apply the snow that day.
Yeah, it's like within 24 hours you should see snow there, typically is what I've seen. Now, it may not be 100% accurate. I'm sure they're pulling it from a database so that people are measuring it and then putting their numbers or whatnot.
Still cool.
Yes, it is. can go here and you know, start finding some of those bodies that definitely don't exist at the bottom of the lake. Did you guys hear about that?
Oh yeah.
Nice flying, cool visuals. Thanks, James. Appreciate it. Yeah, this is a very beautiful area. You get a lot of nice terrain right around Vegas here. It's too bad boats aren't modeled. It'd be kind of cool to see a bunch of little boats running around on the lake right now, because today was probably a perfect day for them. Hi, thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, James. Does anybody know what the weather is in Vegas right now?
Nope.
No, it was in the, I think, the 50s during the Super Bowl. So it's probably, well, why are we asking when I can just look? It's about 55.
We're on live weather.
Yeah, duh. I just, you know, mentioned the METAR data. I'm going crazy over here. 17 degrees Celsius is about 55 Fahrenheit or so.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the little temperature gauge on the top right of our windshield.
Yep. Yep, that's what I'm looking at.
Just below it.
Alright, so let's go ahead and cut the corner here just a little bit. So we're on autopilot, just to keep within that altitude restriction, and to refresh anybody who's forgotten or have just joined us, trying to stay below 6,500 or less, and then we're actually going to be looking for that pass on the other side. Actually, it should be off to our right now. Now I think about it. Got so excited talking there, I think I forgot about the pass. So Indian Pass should be off to the right somewhere. It's behind us now. So I think we bypassed that already. So my bad on that one. Got the blue water down there. That's interesting. It's like extra blue. Like a little portal into Lake Mead. Alright, we're going to duck in to the right of this hillside right here. And 3,500 feet looks just fine for what we're doing. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit. Get it direct there with the heading bug. And I'm actually going to be right back in like 30 seconds. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to bust that together a bottle real quick. Let's go ahead and get head tracking, turn back on. And let's figure out what we're doing at this airport here. So, drag Navigraph over. Temple Bar Marina. Let's pull this down and make sure we don't smack into anything. Whoops. Alright, so we got runways 18 and 36. Excuse me, 36. Weather there is calm, so we can do a 3-6 touch and go. That way it lines us up for our northerly run there. We are getting on the edge of this airspace, so once we get past it, we're clear to climb as much as we want to, but by the time we started gaining any sort of altitude... Hello, who's that? Just a touch too close to me for me to see your name. There you go, Ferrari Kid. Hey.
Did I get too close?
No. You were too close for the nameplates to pop up. You were not too close.
Oh. Okay.
It looks like I got some guys popping up on TCAS over there near uniform 30.
That'd be me.
I got 2 of you over there right now.
Be one of them. In the pattern.
Christian is the other one that's in the group chat.
Which, what pattern are you doing?
3-6. Right downwind.
Okay.
3-6. It slopes down pretty steeply towards the water. FYI.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no danger,
Interesting.
but it looks cool.
Yeah, when we were at Lake Mead, there's a nice overlook in the area. It's pretty nice to see everything you're pretty much seeing in the sim right now, which it's on the other side of the mountain that we just crossed, but really interesting terrain compared to what I'm used to, which is more, green, foresty, farmland kind of thing. So coming out here was like feeling on a bit of an alien planet.
Yeah.
That's the way I describe it too.
Yeah, I was there in 2004. Did a helicopter ride through the Grand Canyon and over the Hoover Dam and down the strip and everything. It was different. We landed in the canyon, had lunch at a ranch, went horseback riding. It was quite the experience.
I'll go with Ron next time I go somewhere. He sounds like he has a lot more fun than I do.
Yeah, well, that was for our 25th anniversary. The funny thing is, my wife didn't go with me. She's no longer my wife either.
That was the trip that sealed the deal on that one, huh?
No.
That's great. Well, not for you, but
No,
the story's pretty funny. It's a fun experience. Alright, I'm showing about 8 miles. And looking... should be on the other side. Should be right in there somewhere. If I'm looking at the map correctly here compared to what we're seeing out the window.
I don't see an airport. I see water.
Was it a paved airport, Architect?
I think it might be one of those chat runways. Kind of like, I don't know, half paved,
Half paved, okay. Like a dense grid or something?
Oh,
Chat.
I see it. I see
Connor.
it. No, it's paved. Asphalt. Just sticking out there.
It blends into the terrain
Yeah.
pretty good.
I
I'm gonna
have
be-
to turn around. I missed it.
I'm going to be entering on a left downwind. About a 90-degree entry. If you're still doing a right pattern, FYI.
Copy.
A nice bit of ground speed here. 90 knots.
Just the touch
93.
and go, right?
Yes, just touch and go here. Once we get some eyes on this thing, we'll start our descent. There's the marina.
If you can see me, I'm just about to land.
Yep, I see it. Pretty much heading straight towards it right now. And let's go autopilot off. I'll fly this in. Pull some power back, start our descent. I think I see it. So many little ridges along this path, it's kind of hard to make things out. that nose trim down. Let's pull just a touch of power back. Up to 76 hours on this thing. Which realistically, it's probably a bit more just because I've had to uninstall and reinstall over the past. And I think I lost some hours at some point, but it wasn't too many. Alright, I got some traffic on a, looks like a right base going to final.
That right base 2 mile final.
Yep, okay.
I do not have y'all's tags. I only have Ron's tag.
Ah.
I can't see you guys.
I've got a visual on you at least, so I can stay out of your way. I think I've got a visual on the runway there, so we're going to go ahead and do a right downwind turn.
Full bar.
436. Full touch more power.
Short mile.
That is indeed the runway. I got somebody flying underneath me down there on the deck. Who's that? Oh, Ferrari. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, let's pull some more power. Let's get on that downwind. We want to get to that wide arc so we can pull in our flaps safely. Alright, let's go ahead and finish our downwind turn here. Alright, let's go ahead and level off. Bleed some of that speed. Just doing a visual for 3.6 here, so follow this little river right here. And that should be sufficient distance. Let's go ahead and go flaps 10. Left turn, left base for 3.6. Yeah, we're looking for about east. That's just about right. Let's go flaps 20. A little touch more power, nose over. And I'm about to do a, it's probably about a 1.5 mile final. Left turn to 3.6. And turn final 3.6. Alright, we're looking for about 60 knots and then 55 over the threshold. Gonna pull some carb heat in, since we are well below the green arc. That's kind of cool how it slopes down towards the runway.
Yeah.
Alright, there's our 60 knots. Keep that power where it's at. Let's just pull a touch up on the nose. There's 55s, which is what we're looking for over the threshold. And let's pull it back to idle. Flare, let the energy bleed off. Nice gentle touch. Bring a little power, keep our speed up, carb heat up. Flaps 10 degrees. Don't run off the runway, and full power. And she takes off pretty much on her own. Super smooth. Alright, so start doing our nice gentle left turn to get on our nav track, and we're actually going to change our CDI to from VLOC to GPS, and we're going to use our autopilot to follow the track. Once we get to 2,000 feet, we'll pull our flaps up. And we can freely climb to whatever altitude we feel. Alright, let's go flaps up, pull power back to 2400 RPM. And let's go autopilot, nav, arm vertical. Oh, I didn't arm. I hit the wrong button. Let's go 500 feet per minute. Nice gentle climb. So confirm nav, vertical speed, altitude is arm for 3,500 feet. And where we are flying, that should be sufficient, so we'll just leave it there. Make it simple. Alright, let's confirm everything. Car beats in, throttle's about 2400 RPM, mixture's just a touch out for elevation. And we are in GPS mode on the CDI with nav mode activated. Fuel temp's good, fuel pressure's good, and plenty of fuel. EGTs are happy, so we should be good to go. We are pretty much gonna fly this track. Actually, what is the elevation of those mountains in front of us there? It might be higher than 3,500 feet. Take the 750 here. Take a look at that. It's showing red right now, so 22. It's interesting, it's showing red, but it's only 2,200 feet. It's starting to disappear, so we'll leave it where it's at. We might be okay. It's nice having this GTN 750 in the airplane, but the GTN 750 itself costs as much as this airplane does these days. So whoever in the real world owns a configuration like this must really love flying their 152. But hey, if you bought the 152 for $20,000, $30,000 and threw another $20,000 or $30,000 in avionics and a refresh, then you know that's probably a pretty nice airplane to fly by yourself.
Plus regular maintenance cost.
Yeah, it's pretty good on fuel too. If you're just looking to get up in the air and putz around, it's a perfect airplane for it. Although, having seen a 152 in real life, it is very small, very cramped.
Oh, they're tiny.
I insisted on doing my initial flight training in a 172. When I had the choice, I saw the 152. I was like, no, I'll pay extra.
So I'll be starting my flight lessons hopefully in a month or so, and I'll be in a oh shoot, it's a light sport. The name of it's evading me. What is that thing? It is not a vector harmony, but something that looks very similar. That's it right there, Flying Magazine. What is it? Don't know why this is... Bristol. Yeah, Bristol. Which are super nice. It's a full glass cockpit. The one that I'll be learning to fly in. Which, fun fact, I actually got to see it flying the other day. It was flying over my house. I live fairly close to the airport that I'll be training at, so I heard an airplane in the air, and I was like, you know what, that's a really quiet engine. It's probably that Rotax. Looked it up on the flight radar, and that was it. So I was like, that's pretty cool.
So many cool new airplanes these days. I can't keep track.
Oh, yeah.
There's something new hitting the market all the time.
Well, the company that makes the Sting, one of the other LSAs that we fly in the sim here, they just came out with a retractable landing gear version of their it's kind of like an upgraded Sting, but it's got, like, instead of a center yoke, it's got the side stick, really comfortable looking cockpit, and with the retractable gear and a Rotax 915, I think it was going over 200 miles per hour. I'm like, sign me up. For that kind of fuel burn, 200 miles per hour, sold. So cruise speed of like 160, 170 knots, burning 6-7 gallons per hour. I get pretty much anywhere on the East Coast pretty quickly. Alright, we've got 9 miles to our next destination. Let's drag Navigraph over again. Take a look at this airport. Got runway 6 and runway 24. The weather is 06 at 5. We're going to be landing on runway 6. And that looks like it'll be a pretty nice departure right over Echo Bay there. So we're going to do a right pattern for runway 6. And do a touch and go there. There are some power lines on towards the end of the runway, so be aware of that. We shouldn't have any issues getting over it though, since we have plenty of climb performance today. We'll continue heading up north to Overton Perkins. I'm actually looking at going to Oshkosh this year if anyone's interested. I believe Sean and I are looking at going so far. If you, it is worth every penny. It's actually not that expensive if you can find the most expensive part is finding a place to sleep.
Can you just drive up there and camp out on the airport like all the other people?
You can, but it I like having showers that are inside. You have campground showers, I believe, but if I have to, I will resort to camping. But looking at trying to get an Airbnb, not necessarily right next to it by any means, something 30 minutes to an hour away is perfectly fine with me. I drive 2-3 hours a day for work, so driving's not a big deal for me. If I can find an Airbnb up in that area.
I already got enough vacations planned for this year. I gotta get back already.
Well, plan for it next year.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Be kind of fun to have a big group meetup.
Which state is it in again?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. That's far away. Yeah, I would have to fly there, then fly commercial, or then rent a car.
Yeah, I can. It's within driving range for me. But we were talking about maybe flying to Chicago and getting a rental car and driving the rest of the way up, which is only a few more hours after that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take our autopilot off. See if we can't find this airport. It should be right over here.
If you can see me, I'm just about to touch and go on it.
Okay, yeah, I got somebody's tail light over there. Is that yours, Ron? Yep, it is. Okay, perfect. We'll just touch power there. There's the marina. Just keep an eye out for those power lines. It looks like this thing's got the same kind of little turnaround point there at the end of the runway, so it should be easy to identify. And let's pull some power. 152, you can pull some power to start descending for you nicely. Don't really have to touch anything. Get a little bit of trim over just to help. It's amazing to me how many of these big, wide open marinas they have around here.
Is it because the water levels changed so much, or?
Well, Lake Mead, all the terrain around Lake Mead is kind of that sloping, shallow sloping terrain. So I think that has more to do with it than anything. All right, we're gonna pull some power back. Look for that wide arc to get our flaps in. And let's go ahead and do a nice gentle left turn for our right base to runway 6. I'm gonna capture that descent right there too. I think we're low enough. Touch power back in just to help with that. Is somebody coming in on a final over there? Got their lights. Oops, still descending. And the one thing I look forward to when I finally start flying in real life is, you know, being actually able to feel when I'm descending or ascending. Let's go flaps 10, and I don't see anyone else on final. So we're going to go ahead and turn right base. And what I'm looking for here is that 60-degree mark on the CDI there. Let's go ahead and pull our carpet and go flaps 20. And right turn for final on runway 6. That temperature did warm up a little bit on the engine there, which is not uncommon in this mod. Let's pull quite a bit of power back. Look for that 60 knots. Throw a slight slip into it just to help slow us down. There we go. Touch the power back in. Looking for 55 over the threshold. Alright, start that flare. Full power. Let that energy bleed off. Nice gentle touch. See if I can't ride this wheelie. Do a flaps 10 to power back in since we're already airborne here, and carpet. Looking for about 2,000 feet again. And then we'll do a left turn to get back on the nav. Nothing too crazy with the terrain around here at least, so nothing to worry about there. Well above the power lines, there they are right there. Let's go ahead and go flaps up and do a left turn. And we'll pull power back to 2400. That carpet's in, make sure we haven't touched power set 2400 RPM. And we're going to fly back towards the nav track. Get some manual trim up. Trying to climb a little bit faster than usual here to get over these mountains in front of us. Looks like we won't have any problem with that. Alright guys, I'm gonna say we can stick to the 3500 again as we head to Overton. Still hand flying. Let's go ahead and get lined up with this nav track. That little beep we just heard was the 1,000-foot alarm, so it means we're 1,000 feet from our assigned altitude in our our autopilot here. So we've got 3,000 now, looking for 3,500. We are going to be safe with these mountains. Let's go autopilot, keep that vertical speed, and let's arm at the altitude for 3,500 and go into nav mode. Oh, what airplane is that? Sentry?
Turbo Porter.
Gotcha. It was like a really nice red, and I looked over my shoulder.
Well, I'm right behind you.
Oh yeah, look at that. Everybody's flying around. Let's get some pictures. You guys want to scoot in on me here? I got autopilot on, so shouldn't have any issues.
What's your RPM set for?
240. Oh, hang on. It climbed after I leveled off. Let me pull it back some. Alright, there we go. 2400. Nice. How's that turbo porter fly? I flew it one time and was not a fan. But I haven't
It's
flown
a
it in a long
beast.
time.
It's a beast. It's a handful.
Yeah, I just think with the Omnithropter, I think I'm gonna have to break out the HOTAS again. Flying it with the yoke was interesting, but I think it's more of a joystick game type of control you want for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool screenshot right there. If you keep scooting up there with that turbo porter. But we have to start descending here. We're getting kind of close.
It's about as good as I can do it without overshooting.
I got some pretty cool screenshots there. Thankfully, the weather's nice and calm for us. Perfect. Yeah, 8.7 miles. Kind of funny when I look over my shoulder and you're right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, got someone else coming up behind us here. Who's that? No, it's Ron. Thought he was in front of us.
No, I did a couple of loops. Got behind you.
Now we're all in a close line.
Oh!
Whoa! Ah!
Alright, let's take a look at the weather here at Overton. Uniform 08. We've got winds of 060 at 5 knots. And they have runways 13 and 31, so we're going to land on 13. So we'll just continue this direction, enter a right downwind for 13. Six miles to go. Oh, look at this quarry down here. That's cool. Off the left wing.
I
There's like a
model mines with quarries.
Oh yeah, and then behind us a little bit, there's like a really flat area on top of that hill right there. I wonder if they mined the top of that to level it off the way it is.
Possible. Yeah, if you want to see a nice quarry in flight sim, just let me see, east of sorry, not east, west of Cologne in Germany. There's
Okay.
a ginormous quarry, and you can actually, even though it's just it's not, you can get a little bit of the 3D, but you can still, it's the photographs from it. You can see the ginormous mining wheels that they have there
Oh, that's pretty cool.
for the open pit.
All right, autopilot off. Let's pull the throttle back just a touch and start our descent. Get the runway in sight. Oh, there's a nice little area. I don't know if that's natural or they cut that through for that road right there.
Yeah.
Temps and oil pressure still good. A little on the warmer side just because this thing likes to run hot.
Where's the actual Nevada testing grounds? I never thought about that.
Where's that at?
For the nuclear stuff?
Yeah, I never thought about trying to fly over there, see if they're flying over it, see if there's
Yeah,
anything of interest.
It's there. It's all there. It's 5 miles west of Groom Lake.
That's pretty cool. Man, look how flat it is off to the right. Terrain around here is so interesting. All right, coming up on a right downwind for runway 13. If you guys want, we could hop on over to the river for this next leg and follow it up as far as we can. It kind of dies off to nothing to Mesquite. So once we do our touch and go here, I'm going to head straight out to the east, get to the river. We'll do some river running since we all love to do that so much.
There's a pretty cool canyon just prior to St. George. I-15 runs through it. I don't know if anybody's been on it, but were you planning on flying through that today?
Nope, if you know where it's at, take us there. After
We
Mesquite.
just have to find I-15 and kind of follow it through that canyon.
Okay. How do you display the duck? So after so many hours, you unlock the ability to turn the duck on and off in the JPLogistics WBSim 152. Click spot's normally right here. I don't know how many hours it is. I think it's random. It's a pretty nice little feature, and you can see here it actually, I kick my rudder pedals around a little bit, it actually wiggles around with the G-forces. It's pretty neat. Alright, let's go ahead and pull our power back. And we're actually going to level off here, and we're going to do a steep, quick approach into here. So, go ahead and pull our carb heat, right turn. Right base for 130. There's some power lines in our way before we get to the airport, so watch out for those. And since we're doing such a steep approach here, let's go ahead and pull the power and flaps 30 and get a nice little side slip in.
Uh-oh. We're getting damn close.
Alright, release the rudder pressure and let's land.
I was right on your tail. Still am.
Alright, well, I'll get out of the way. Go full power,
It's all
flaps
good.
10. And get that carb heat in and get it out of Bloggins' way here. Oh, he's right there, look at that.
Oh no, I was right. I wasn't. I was literally stuck right behind you. But not going faster. It was awesome.
We can get our flaps up here just to get out of everyone else's way behind us, get as much speed as we can. And we're going to keep it low here. We're going to head out to the east and go find that river. So we'll do a left turn here. Pull that power back to 2400 RPM so we don't overheat the engine at this lower altitude here. You're welcome, Kenny. What'd you say?
I was gonna say I don't know how far behind. Okay, they're just hit their touch and go.
Oh, okay. Can I kick some dirt up? Let's see here. It's like you're kicking dirt up for some, or I am. Well, look at this blue spot right here. What in the world? There you go. Kick some dirt up for you. Yeah, you're kicking dirt up even at the altitude you're at right now. It's hilarious.
That's kind of funny.
That blue spot. Oh, where'd it go?
Oh, jeez. Well, if I put my flaps up.
Let's go ahead and give her full power again. Get up over this little hill. Watch those temps since we are getting a little faster on the airplane right now. Pretty cool how the dust is kicking up. Looking at the GPS there, the river's, what's the range on that? 1.5 miles away. Keep it right on the deck here. Trying to take a picture without dying.
Yeah.
We got somebody's house here. We can buzz it real quick. Imagine how upset he would be if we kicked up a bunch of dust to his house. Alright, here's the river. Wait, this isn't it. It's on over there. Next drop off. Next drop off. Not this one. We could have taken that one, but you can fly down in there and stay below the radar. Alright, here we go. Pull back to 2300 RPM, let everybody else catch back up. Because we took off like a bat out of hell out of there.
Yeah. Well, that PC6 is catching fast.
Yeah, he's not going to have any issues.
No.
I tried to pick a fun-looking single engine that had a speed appropriate to the 152, and this only had a top speed of 115. But if I go anywhere above 30% engine power, I just go right past you. So
Oh, really?
I was gonna say, I'm surprised you don't stall.
It's a fight to not stall.
I want to break out the old Yonkers plane again. I think that's slower than the one. It's slower than the 152.
Man, this is some wide open flying for our normal river runs.
No power lines.
Yeah.
I gotta slow down a bit.
It's got some turns in it though. It's a little windy. Taking this little 152 where no 152's ever gone.
I think I've said this before. This would be fun with Spitfires.
Yes, it would. The roll rate in this thing is not very good. Sharp left turn coming up. Really sharp. Oh, okay. The river just disappeared. Let's see here.
Oh, I see what you mean. It just disappeared.
There's the river.
It just went backwards all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a left. It's a sharp left, sharp right.
This is like easy mode river running for us. This would be a very interesting place to live. Yeah, yeah, we're not stuck down in a valley that has nowhere to go. Here, the river's going uphill.
Yeah, the wings should have been ripped off by now.
Kind of a challenging river to follow along just because it's so broad and flat. I just pulled up there in front of me. Bloggins. Let's catch back up to Bloggins here. Oh, he's ripping his wings. Uh-oh. That looked interesting.
I lost track of where it was. Turn to the right.
Come on, Bloggins, keep those turns a little tighter to the ground.
Yeah, I always tend to pull up a little bit when I...
Oh, we got some power lines.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to
Right
play
there.
catch up to you, cut the corner.
Slow it down a bit.
Just make sure I don't overheat this thing is about all I'm worried about. It's pretty cool when you come over a touch of dry ground though, it kicks up dust. Come up right behind you.
Oh, it's disappearing on me.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it cuts back to the right here in a
Right.
second.
It's actually, it's not disappearing, it's a reflection. It's almost like a mirage.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was happening to me too. I was like, oh, I can't see it.
Yeah, it's because of it's reflecting the kind of the hill on the left side.
Yeah. Snag a picture in this next turn. There we go.
House. Oh,
Whoop.
Easy there.
yeah.
Hard right turn.
Oh,
Woo.
ground raised. Yeah, I thought the ground raised a little bit. Where the hell's it gone? I've lost it. Where'd it go? Back to the front.
Try not to run into you. Oh, there's a bridge. Let's go for it.
Oh, you think? This is gonna be... Ah, it's low.
Oh, we got that. You were in the water. I got a picture of you.
I hit it.
Oh no, Rod!
Oh no.
I got a really cool picture of you though. I'm right off your right wing here. I'm trying not to run into you.
Alright. I'll let you pull up. Oh, I see it. I really gotta sort out my track IR. It's so jerky right now. Nice. Yeah. Like I'm either, like I turn my head and you turn it a tiny bit and it just snaps.
Oh really? That's aggravating.
Or if I turn my head, I'll turn, like if I turn it to the right, no issues. I turn it back to center and it doesn't center or it does a weird glitchy thing.
Oh.
It's ever since I reinstalled everything from when I shut down, like upgraded to 11.
But it for sure works. It's worked really well for you.
It did in the past. Before I did a massive upgrade over the Christmas holidays, it was yeah.
Are you asking about that track IR as you're interested in it, or?
No, I've got the 5. I've had the 5 for a couple of years. Man, I love it.
Yeah, I've had the track IR 5
yeah.
for 12 years or something crazy like that.
I tried a couple of cheaper ones before that. You know, it did not work.
It's not the same.
But this 5 has been spot on.
Yeah, they're kind of hard to come by these days for some reason.
They all look the same too, I noticed.
Yeah.
Physically, the exterior of them. What I really have to do is get my VR running again and get it all set up and smooth.
Oh yeah, it's such a pain.
Well, the funny thing is my original Quest 1 was so easy to just get up and running for flying, but the graphic level on it is much lower than
Pimax.
Than the Pimax. But yeah, but for you know what software to run and just you could be in the flight simulator. It only took like a minute longer, not even a minute longer for the boot up and powering everything up.
Yeah.
And it seemed to work every time. I never had an issue. And I do have to say the Pimax is by far much heavier
Oh yeah, that thing's a beast.
than the Quest. Yeah.
Now the comfort strap does offer a bit of help.
Yeah, I might have to look into that. I have like a $60 credit because they screwed up their order, so I might use it to get that.
Alright, let's go ahead and climb out here. It looks like we can pretty much go straight into this next runway. And check your engine tips, because they're probably a little higher than usual.
Yeah. Is that oil temperature supposed to be like slammed to the right side?
It's normally pretty close to the red, if not in the red. There are some power lines down here in front of me, so I'm going to keep the elevation up a bit here. Alright, I did not, since we were flying on the deck there, take a look at this airport. Let me take a look at that real quick. Gotta sneeze, excuse me. Excuse me. Winds are 260 at 7. We've got runway 20 we can land at, so... We will... let's overfly the airport, do a left turn, and land on 20. I'm actually going to do a rather aggressive slip into the airport here. So I'm not going to go much past the end of the threshold there, do a left turn, slip into runway 20. Just to have a little fun after that nice river run there.
Runway 20 is in 200 degrees or runway 2?
20 would be
20
200 degrees.
Okay.
Runway 2 would be 20.
Yeah.
And then, Archetype, you said you got a valley we can fly through?
Yeah. I'm up here scouting it right now.
I think 75 is right. Oh, that's 15.
Yeah, 15 is what we want. 15 should take us right straight there.
Yeah, I mean, we were kind of heading on 15 there, so... It should be right below me right now. Or off to my right. It's off to my right. Okay. So when we depart, we can do a left turn, and you'll find 15 pretty quick. Alright, I'm coming up over the airport here. I'm going to go ahead and slow up and get my flaps dumped. Go ahead and pull that carb heat. Let's pull the power. No need for a slip just yet. It's descending nicely right now. Okay, let's go ahead and add a slip. Full right rudder, left aileron. Power is idle. Ooh, a little overshot. Not too bad. Oh, nice and gentle. Keep that wheelie going. Go flaps 10. Full power. Back in the air and carb heat. We'll keep it low so everybody flying over top of us doesn't run into us. Go hunt for runway, highway 15. Flaps up. We'll go off the end of the runway here. It should be off to our left. And there it is. Alright, highway 15. Alright, Archetype, I'll let you lead.
Alrighty. If that's what you want, but 15, that's our leader. The highway is going to take us right
Oh, okay.
to everything we want. It will take us through the canyon and drop us into St. George.
Perfect.
Or drop us up in St. George. It'll be a little bit of a climb.
Yeah, it looks like it's around almost 3,000 feet, so we're at 2,400 at the moment. Or at least I am. So we're just going to keep following this highway right here.
If I remember right, the very first part of the canyon, might actually be too tight to fly.
Really?
We might have to jump over the first part and then drop into the wider part of the canyon. Not sure. I can fly ahead and check that.
Challenge accepted. You got real quiet again, Archetype.
Well, whoops. Keep moving my boom mic out.
Yeah, I see where the highway is going through right ahead of us there, so we can kind of cut this corner just a touch. Get that poor man's aileron trim going here with the window. Alright, I'm hands off minus trim tab here. He's just a touch more. So right now I've got the Honeycomb Bravo and I'm just spinning that trim wheel as I need to. Power setting about 2350.
I still can't believe what happened with the company for Honeycomb.
Oh no, it's crazy.
So unfortunate. It's such an amazing product.
But it sounds like they may have gotten themselves a new investor, so
Oh, that's good.
I think they're going to be back on track here shortly. It sounds like the Charlies are going to be shipping at some point in the near future because of this investor. I think they're built. I think they just couldn't get them out of the factory because they wouldn't release them because they weren't getting paid.
Alright. I like my brother's idea. If they just had a plate you could buy that you could attach like a HODAS if you have a HODAS to it so you could leave the clamps on your desk and then quick release. Or say you've got a steering wheel and you want to use a steering wheel, like not everybody has a lot of space. You know, some people have a confined area where they can have their gaming stuff.
Yeah, that would be kind of nice.
That'd be a kind of cool thing to have. Because most stuff you can attach to plates. So yeah, if you had a steering wheel, you attach the plate to it, and it's like, yeah, pop the yoke off, pop down the steering wheel, Bob's your uncle.
Yep.
Use your rudder pedals as your acceleration brake.
Yeah, it's... I don't know if... I know that Microsoft Flight Simulator has brought a new group of people into the simulation world, because, you know, the simulation world wasn't very large until this sim kind of came out. It's really taken off ever since it came out, but there's been a lot of advances in racing sim gear, too.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong way. Alright. I'll take over manually here. Poor man's trim was a little too poor today. Alright, so you're saying, Archetype, that I won't be able to get this 152 potentially through this valley right here.
I've just driven through this many, many times, and I remember it as being very vertical on the front end of the canyon and very tight.
Is it still a 4-lane highway through here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
You guys are like, oh yeah, no, oh yeah.
Until we get there. Then we're
Yeah, they're like, uh-oh. he was not wrong, guys.
I'm giving it a whack, going in.
Are you ahead of us already?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Bloggins is disappearing on us there. Come here.
Oh, sorry.
You heading down towards the road?
Yeah, I figured follow it a bit. I can actually see traffic on it today.
Who is calling me?
Alright, it's doable.
Oh, sorry. Trying to grab my phone and fly at the same time.
Oh, fun stuff. like running. Classic tone.
Yep. Remember when we used to pay for ringtones, and now I sit here and stare at my phone and look at that little rectangle sitting on the desk. I'm like, if you make one more noise, I swear to God.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
I don't understand why you're kicking up dust at your elevation right now. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm pretty. Sing it.
Hey, Archetype.
Yeah, 2,000. Just over 2,000.
Who was that behind me?
Oh, this looks, well.
Look at those cars.
Yeah, it's okay.
They're like ramping off of there up there. The Virgin River Gorge ahead. Is this what this is called?
Yep, Virgin River Gorge.
Oh yeah, man, if the road's like this in real life, I want to drive it.
It's awesome.
This is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool one.
Look at the cars up on the hill. Oh,
I know.
God, that's crazy.
At the clown cars. This is awesome.
Nice find.
See you
Yeah, they
guys.
need to get some elevation sorted out in it for the roads, but
Yeah, it's a little
that's
goofy.
okay.
I really want to try to get under one of these bridges.
There's bridges. What? That's the problem. Where I live, it is so flat. I would love to see hills like this.
You wouldn't know what to do with yourself. Alright, guys, can we do it? Can we do it? Is this a possibility right here?
Oh,
Oh, we're gonna try. This might be the death of me. Oh, good.
Sorry.
Woo! We're alive. Oh, I should have dove down under that one. That would have been cool. I wasn't scared. You were scared.
You better not show your flight instructor any of your videos. You might have
Nope.
a heart attack.
Nope. They'll never let me solo. There's a few bridges near the airport, so
oh, nice. We're about what, 50 now?
I got 15 miles. And my phone is going nuts all of a sudden. What's going on here? No, nothing. Spam. That's what's going on. I don't know about you guys, but I have gotten a massive increase in spam calls in the past few months.
Yeah. Not many. So far, I'm off the radar.
Man, look at these roads. Like up and down, up and down, up and down. Alright, I'm starting to get a little warm here on the engine temp. That was cool. Thanks, Archetype.
Yeah.
Pull that power back just a touch and climb up a little bit, get some cooler air going over these fins. Virgin River Gorge. I'm gonna have to remember that. Man, I bet it's beautiful out here right now this time of year. Nice and cool and wide open. Everything's
We got a
just
winter storm
dead.
warning right now.
Yeah, we're supposed to get back down to freezing, I think. At night, at
Last
least.
night.
Let me see here.
This river gorge right next to the highway is kind of.
Yeah, it'll be down
Yeah,
almost
it's got
freezing
light turn.
tonight. Then tomorrow night, yeah, back down into freezing temps.
We're supposed to have 5 to 10 centimeters of snow. Can't complain. Gives me an excuse to get the snowblower out at 5 o'clock in the
You have a snowmobile?
snowblower.
I know, but do you have a
No.
snowmobile?
Snowmobile, not worth it. Not
Where you live?
for only like 2 months of the year, 3 months maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you have to store it somewhere for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that was interesting. I was up in Canada in February one time, up in London, and that was an interesting experience to hear snowmobiles rolling up the road and meeting you at the
no.
sports bar there.
Yeah, so yeah, normally in London, really, because that's
Mhm.
much further south than I am. But yeah, up here it's like you do see the odd snowmobile heading towards the tracks, like where we have the trails, but you don't see them going down the main street sort of thing,
Yeah.
unless you're up in the Yukon. But yeah, no, it's just I thought about it, but then again, this winter, like you look at this winter,
It's not been bad at all.
It's been great. I love it. Because I've only had to use the snowblower twice this year, which is the people that pay $500 a season to have their driveways, cleared by a contractor. The contractors are laughing their heads off because
Yeah, they're just making money.
We the amount of snow we've had this year is actually insanely low.
Yeah, we've
Which
only
I'm
had
fine with that.
one good snow, and it stuck around for about a week.
Yeah.
Just because it was down around 0 degrees Fahrenheit for about a week, and then I was like, man, I need some more snow. Like, I want to get some snowball fights going or something. Come on.
Yeah. Oh no, it's like the last snowfall we had. Like even though we've had like the last 2 weeks, like warm days, cold nights, like warm, like plus maybe about 7 above freezing during the day. Not sunny. Yeah, perfect skiing conditions if there was a lot of snow out there. But
Oh yeah.
but the snow on the ground, it's like I don't see any lawn yet. Getting close, but not quite. But this time of year is always a tease. Always like you're like, oh, it's springtime, this is awesome. Winter's gone, and then all of a sudden you get like one massive snowstorm.
It's a fake. It's the false spring. We always get that false
Yeah.
spring.
Yeah, in like a lamb, out like a lion.
It's like a false fall too, because you've been roasting for the past 3 months, and then you're just like, okay, I'm ready for the cold again, and then it cools off for a week, and you're like, oh, finally fall's here, and then bam, 95 degrees. You're like, oh god, why?
No, I was golfing on Saturday. It was in the 60s here, and then we got hit with like 5-6 inches of snow. It was supposed to be a foot, but the storm went south.
We're about 7 miles
but-
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to get a bunch of snow, and then the storm literally pivoted around where I live. Like, I was the fulcrum to the storm. It was the strangest thing. This terrain around here is awesome.
It's so nice. Just beyond St. George, do you guys know about Zion National Park?
I've heard of it.
Very stark terrain features, and some of that is evident on the sim. It's only 5-minute flight out of St. George.
Oh, let's do it then.
If there's any playtime after the flight.
See here, we got a few minutes to spare. Let's, if it's a 5-minute flight, lead the way.
Yeah, so you can see the airport about 11 o'clock here,
Yeah.
and then those where the terrain starts to get pretty extreme beyond that, say maybe 10 miles, that's where it would begin. So maybe just bumping up against that, where that larger terrain begins, and maybe flying right to left alongside of it a little bit.
I see it on the charts here. Okay. We'll just keep on the heading we're at right now. And we'll go out there and then come back.
Cool.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm at 3,500 feet already, so let's go up to 4,500 feet. Autopilot, keep it in the roll mode, and then we'll do heading bug on our current heading. Big bug, and then
What's-
arm the vertical speed. About 060. Just confirm your CDI matches your GP compass there. I am climbing up to 4,500 here just to give us a little extra wiggle room on the terrain. Actually, here, let's pull the charts over here real quick. So these are the FAA sectionals, and Zion Lodge and Zion National Park is right here. So I think a lot of the terrain that Archetype's talking about is kind of north of what we're currently aiming at. So let's do a...
It might be, and I could be wrong about 5 minutes too. I just know it's in this area.
Yeah, it's probably about... It's actually about 30 or 40 miles. Ooh, you know what? That might be a little long. Is there an airport up there?
Grassy Meadows Sky Ranch. And
Welcome to Utah. Thanks for the ride. Thanks, Kenny. This thing is rocking back and forth on me here. Alright, so Colorado City. There is the Strawberry Valley, Goose Creek Wilderness area. You know what? We can just make our own spot to land. How about that? We'll get up to Zion and find us a place to put this thing down. Somewhere interesting.
yeah.
Because that is a bit of a ride on up there. Let's go ahead and increase our cruise altitude. Let's go 6,500.
I don't want to mess anybody's schedule up with that recommendation though.
Nah, we're good. At least for me. I'm going to the gym after this, but they're open till 10, so.
Alright. Leg day?
Every day's leg day.
Good answer.
Man, leg day is my favorite day. I don't know why people hate it. I love it. Squats, deadlifts. My favorite. Zion Lodge. I wonder what that is. Get up in some thinner air here and pick up some ground speed too. 95 knots right now in the climb. Hey, we have a 10 knot tailwind-ish. 5,000 for 6,500.
Cool.
We got a track at 056. Let's go 050. We're gonna have to remember this area and potentially take off from this airport and maybe do an entire flight up around Zion National Park.
There's a bunch here. There's Zion and there's Bryce Canyon, which is
I've heard of that too.
close.
Nice.
And some other ones. Capitol Reef is out here somewhere. Zion would be great to push around in.
Oh, we're about to. Alright, let's see here. I'm at 5750. Getting close to cruise. Do a fuel check real quick. Got plenty of fuel. Let's go ahead and get this girl pinned and get the lean set here. Well, about one notch of that star, get the rich peak setting. There we go. Full power just touch back so we don't overheat it. About to have an interesting crash landing somewhere in the national park over here. So I believe we are aiming for that ridgeline, the taller ridgeliner straight ahead of us there. I should be starting to level off here shortly. Tailwind turned to more of a crosswind.
Where are you guys?
Got quite a few of you on TCAS here. Red Butte Wilderness area. Looks like it's got some really sharp terrain. It's a little more north from where I'm currently aiming at. We may actually need to climb some more. It's going up to 8,500.
5,500 is just enough to get over this first ridge.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the terrain map over here. We go on up to 8,500 because there's quite a bit of terrain in that area that's in the upper 7,000s. Well, that's more off to the south, actually. Let's make it 7,500. A lot of it's right around 6,000 at that Red Butte Wilderness area. Now there's some stuff upwards of 10,000 feet. Pine Valley Mountain Wilderness area is 10,000 feet. Beautiful, our engine's starting to cool off. It's dropped 20 degrees, so that helps. At 6,900 for 7,500. Vehicle speed is armed, and we've got the alert for the 1,000-foot alarm. Beautiful weather day, so we couldn't pass this up.
No.
Oh, look at that ridge off to the right. That's so cool. Take a nice screenshot of that. Oh, there's a little airport. What is that? Hurricane Gin Stout? General Dick Stout Field.
I'm pretty sure Hurricane is considered the entrance to the park.
Oh, okay.
Just FYI, we did decide to do a park tour for one of these. That might be a good place to start.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's like a trail right at the top of the ridge right here. Right below me. That almost looks like a one of those airport neighborhoods. There's a million houses, it looks like, right behind that airport. so cool. Going back up on the Virgin River again. Got about a quarter tank left, which is plenty for what we're about to do. Temps are good, pressure's good. We'll find us a nice flat butte area. Is that a runway off to my left? I don't think it is, but it looks like one. Huh. Interesting. Which C152 is this one? It's not the default. No, it is not the default. It is the WBSim JPLogistics C152. A couple places you can find it. You can join their Discord, and they have a link to their Google Drive. Or if you check the link below, you can join our Discord, and we have it in the official downloads page. They used to have it on Flight SimTO until all the shenanigans happened with that, and they took it off their website, so they host it on their own Google Drive. It is a fantastic aircraft. We got 78.5+ hours on this thing. Probably closer to over 100 just because of the different variations. You get the tail dragger, the pants, the wheel skirts, and then we got the bare wheels right now. We're about to do a little bit of bush flying over here in Zion National Forest. Yeah, it looks awesome. Yes, it's awesome. Fantastic airplane to fly. Pull some power back now and level it off. Alright, so...
I think this range right in front of us, we would have some nice canyons. We might be able to get, get some real good scenery down there around tops of those mountains, maybe.
Okay, we'll fly to that ridge, see what's on the other side, and then we'll find us a place to land. Get us a nice group shot right when the sun sets. This whole area is really cool. There's a million trails around here too.
Oh, yeah.
Is this one of those overlanders dream location?
It would probably be one, yeah. I never got into that. I was in the Jeep world for many years. Did a lot of traveling with Jeep Club.
Yep.
But we were not the Overlander Club. They were kind of parallel to us. I saw what they did, but I never got to do it.
If I lived somewhere that was more prominent, I could definitely see myself dumping a ton of money into it because I love camping and I love off-roading.
Oh, yeah.
But for me, it's more, four-wheelers and side-by-sides. I've got a Tundra that would be perfect for it, too. Alright, so the challenge is going to be finding somewhere flat and without trees on it. Well, this peak right here in front of me is continually catching my eye, and I'm curious to see how big it actually is when we get closer to it. It might get real interesting real quick here in a minute.
I think it might.
Yeah. There's a Clear Creek Ranch about just about 10 miles out.
Clear
Looks
Creek
like a
Ranch.
Yeah, OOUT.
OOUT.
Or 00. Yeah, or 00UT, I can't tell.
I see it.
0UT. It's nothing's popping up. Hang on, let me make sure it's searching.
00 or OO uniform tank.
It's not popping up on my charts for some reason. What direction is it?
We're flying right towards it. So 60 degrees or so. Say Clear Creek Ranch? Yeah.
Let's see it.
Why am I not seeing it?
Yeah, it's about, I have it about 13 miles out.
It's not popping up on the sectionals. I wonder if it's this X right here, maybe. Oh, you know what? I bet that is it. It's closed. Is it just northeast of Springdale?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I want to check something out real fast. Go right center. Go right of center to enter the park. Right of center of what? All right. I'm gonna go autopilot off. I'm gonna check this peak up here, real quick. If we can get our airplanes in there, we're gonna do it. Take our group photo, then we'll go potentially check out another airport. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have to make another flight in this area. This is beautiful out here.
Breaking up. I don't know if that's my end.
Uh,
You're going for that peak?
Yeah, I'm gonna check the peak out, see if it's something we can actually land on. If we can, we're doing a group photos up there. If we can't, we'll head on over to that Clear Creek Ranch. There should be a road on the other side of this mountain that we can follow in. If there's I've got an altimeter of 3004, and I'm currently at 7,800 feet. I just don't know if this is clear and flat enough up here. Over to peak will bring you into the park. Okay, cool. Yeah, these things, I bet this is some fantastic rock climbing out here too, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I wonder if we can get in up here. That's not looking promising at the moment.
Turbulence.
I've been bouncing all over the place for a while.
Yeah, there's too many trees, I think.
Yeah.
I could probably drop it in there, but be smacking into a tree. It's nice and flat though. Oh.
Yeah, I see that.
Alright, hang on, I gotta try something. Alright. I'm gonna start saying my prayers real quick.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna try to land on it.
Oh, are you?
Oh boy.
Actually, there's a spot right in front of me here that might be a little better.
Wow, that's beautiful looking back into the sun.
Yeah, it is. Alright, let's get crafty. Oh, there better not be a downdraft that kills me right here. There's that downdraft I was worried about. Made it! Oh, shoot. That's awesome. I gotta get a photo before I take off this thing.
Holy moly.
Holy crap. I took out a tree in the process, but hey, we're here. Oh, look at that photo. Look at that.
Flyby.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, man. I saw that spot right there and I couldn't resist.
I can't believe you made it.
All right, well, here's going to be the fun part is we're going to be diving off the edge of this thing here in a moment. So, let me spin this thing around. And we're going to take off from... Actually, you know what? If we go right over that bush right there, I bet we'll be perfectly fine. Got plenty of space to run off it. Man, this is just beautiful up here. That was cool. That was fun. Oh, I thought someone was coming in.
No. Go around. That was a go around.
All right, let's see here. Let's give her a go. Oh boy. Take out a tree or two. Here we go. And off. Oh! Woo! Oh,
Oh, that's great.
let's get out of here before I do something else stupid. I think I'm still descending. Oh man, I've never felt the bottom or my seat fall out from under me, but I sure did there. Holy smokes. Alright, I believe that airport that we're trying to get to, it's gonna be over here.
Pull yourself together.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello?
Is that Ferrari?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's up, kiddo?
Oh, look at this terrain right through here. This is crazy. What in the world? Something just kicked my nose up.
Yeah, this is definitely where I gotta get the VR going again, because, yeah, flying over canyons and stuff just really...
Oh, we can
you
dive
really
through
get
these.
a sense of altitude. It's great.
Oh, yeah. That'd be awesome. This kicking me all over the place around here, too.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing I really wished I had was a motion simulator.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Oh, someone's at the airport.
Oh.
Can't see the name though. Omnitropter. Flying a new thing.
This place is just crazy. There's a valley with the roads and a river down there.
I bet that's a touristy resort area
Springdale.
now.
Springdale probably is. That's what I'm looking at. Part of it, at least. Bet you no one's ever landed up there before.
I bet you're right.
There's a hiking trail called Angel's Landing. You just gave it a new definition.
Oh wow.
Right?
So I just looked behind me and it's like absolutely gorgeous.
Yes. Holy crap. Spams. Come on. Something don't feel right on my airplane, or it's this wind that's throwing me off.
Yeah, I'm getting bounced around too.
I thought I was a goner when I was landing because that stall horn started screaming at me. And I was like, I've got this thing full power, pointing upwards, trying to climb out of that slight downdraft, and then, oof. Thought we were going to be hitting the reset button there for a moment. But it was totally worth it. Okay, so 00 UT shows up on my Garmin. It does not show up on Navigraph. That's what was throwing me off. Yeah, it's weird turbulence. It's like it kicks my nose up and pushes my tail over. All right, what runways do we have here?
11 and 29.
11 and 29. Doubt we're going to get any sort of weather here. 29 is probably going to be the better runway, just looking at the current winds in the air. So we'll spin back around and land there and get our group photo.
Elevation is 6,100 feet.
Looks like you're about to fly over there.
Yeah, I'm pretty much at it.
Okay, well, we've discovered a new place to go fly tonight, so that's awesome. And Angel's Landing, nicknamed by Kenny in the chat over here, is our new landing challenge.
There you go.
And here, I thought us landing on top of the Hoover Dam bridge was going to be the big challenge of the night. Traffic. Alright, Bloggins, I'm following you in.
Wasn't 29 I said?
Yeah, you need to go ahead and do a left turn.
Yeah.
Don't smack into the ground.
Anybody hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello?
On final for 29.
Yeah.
Alright, I just fixed everything. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hang in there, Ferrari. We're crossing the finish line right now.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, I'm off. There it is.
Oh. Trying to slow up so I don't run into Bloggins here.
Dirt strip.
There you go. Alright, I'm going to try to do a little formation landing here with Bloggins.
There it is. Hey, oh, geez, it looks like there's a car going down it.
Catch up to you.
Flaps down to 20. Doing your 60 approach. We're trying to.
I've got about 65 knots. So.
Yeah. There we go.
Nice and easy.
Oh, I was like butter.
Mm-hmm.
Roll it out. Who's here? Oh, Sentry.
That was a lot of fun. I'm not going to spend too much
Sweet.
time here, but...
These things are always fun.
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting.
Like the semi-transparent truck that's driving by.
I didn't realize this turbo porter was so big.
Yeah. It's meant for skydiving and everything, so... You gotta remember the 152 is very tiny. Bump it back just a hair on the time here, try to get a better shot for us. There we go.
Yeah, it's unfortunate where you're landed here. You can't see the canyons or anything.
Yeah.
No, that is a little bit of a bummer. Next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next
All right.
time.
It'll be pretty quick here so I can get going and get to the gym, but appreciate you all for nice flight. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, I'll be right back. I guess thank you all for joining tonight, all the viewers, and hopefully you had as much fun as I did. That was a beautiful flight. We'll definitely be back in this area once again, and obviously having our landing challenge that we just discovered there. It was a ton of fun for my part, and hopefully we can get some other people up to land up there. So, all right, I'm gonna get off here and head to the gym. So I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.